Good morning, guys. So, before I go inside, I wanted to tell you guys about what happened not last night, but Thursday night. Today is Saturday, and I'm off today, thank God. But for the last 2 nights, I have been working on the long term care unit, and I don't usually mind working on the long term care unit, but today, well, not today. Well, yes, today. The problem still happened today. The first night that I was over there, I, of course, got assigned the heaviest haul because that's what always happens when I work over there. I always get the people that nobody wants to deal with and nobody wants to take care of for some reason. So anyway, basically, what happened was there's this lady who is constantly on the light all night long, and okay, when I work on the long-term care unit, I have a minimum of 4 people to get up in the morning. Now, that might not sound like a lot to you guys, but we are assigned like 23 residents. A lot of them are extensive assistants or total assistants, and all of the ones that get up except for one is totally dependent. Like 2 of the people that have to get up in the morning, you have to use a Hoyer lift and everything else. Now, this lady is such a drama queen, and I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, but she totally is. Like, there's times when she hits the light and she basically just wants attention. And I don't normally talk bad about the residents or my patients, but this lady actually called the police on me. And I'll tell you why she called the police. So, I actually have to get up her roommate in the morning. Her roommate is one of those that I was just telling you about that needs a Hoyer lift. So I was getting her dressed in the bed, and she was screaming at this point, telling me that I needed to change her and I needed to stop doing what I was doing with her roommate so that I could change her. She thinks that she is the only one that needs to be taken care of on that entire hallway and in that entire nursing home. She has called the police multiple times to the point where the police department has now blocked her from being able to call. So now she's resorted to calling 411 or 211. I don't know which, but either way, she calls one of them and tells them about the situation and then asks them to call 911 for her. So basically, she called 911 because I was changing her roommate instead of changing her first, which my primary focus in the morning is making sure that everybody gets changed, everybody that needs to get up is up, all of their beds are dry. Usually, there's 2 people usually in the morning that no matter how many times I change them throughout the night, their beds are completely soaked when I get them up in the morning. So it takes me a little bit more time with those 2 than it does with the other people that I get up. But it irritated me because I was talking to her while I was in there with her roommate, and I was telling her, please wait. I have to finish doing what I'm doing with your roommate, and then once I'm done and get her situated up by the nurse's station, then I'll come back and, help you out with whatever it is that you need help with. And she was screaming. She called the police, and the police actually showed up and took a statement from me about when was the last time I changed her and what exactly happened. And the police officer walked in, didn't even knock, just walked in while I was changing her roommate still. Well, I wasn't changing her at this point, I was getting her dressed, but they actually walked in while I had this woman half naked, trying to get her dressed and in the chair and sitting out by the nurse's station. And I'm just wondering if any of you guys have had this happen to you. The police officer was telling me, he took the statement because he needed like proof of what happened, and he needed my words of what happened so that he could write it down. But I've never worked at a facility where, you know, the supervisor is standing right there and doesn't even stick up for you. Like, I felt like totally betrayed. And I mean, the only thing the supervisor could say was that, you know, this particular resident had called the police before. But, you know, it makes me not want to deal with this resident or care for this resident anymore. This is the same resident who told me that I do not know how to put on a diaper. And apparently she's told other CNAs at the facility that they don't know how to put on a diaper either. But I am just completely frustrated with that unit at this point. Thank God that I'm off for the next 2 days. I work Monday and Tuesday. Monday I'm supposed to be on the rehab unit, and Tuesday I'm supposed to be on the trach unit. So I'm glad that they're going to be giving me a break from the long-term care unit, because I just can't deal with it. Like, I can't do it. It is so aggravating. And yeah, it's just terrible. Like, I could not work over there every single night. Like, it's way too much for me. But anyways, I just wanted to share my story and kind of get it off my chest, because some of the things that we have to deal with in this profession are extremely ridiculous, and I don't know what I would do without you guys to be a listening ear. And if you are a CNA or a nurse and this has happened to you in the past, please let me know that I'm not alone, because this is ridiculous and crazy. And yeah, so that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing about my crazy night at work. And with that being said, that's all I have for right now. Like, comment, subscribe. Again, let me know if it's happened to you or something similar even. But anyways, it's about time to head inside and get some sleep. So I will talk to you guys again in my next video.